don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. Don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it! Hold on to your butt!
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Broken. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's gone, but But I'm here. Mommy's here now.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Sean, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Ja ook zo erg. Ook mooi.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you
Waarom zie je
are
ogen,
emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father. That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son. To Sean.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find you. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I
What?
am your son.
Bullshit.
Bullshit!
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it.
Ja,
In
wel
the
mijn
vault.
haar.
You had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant. frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Oh, heeft hij daarom... Oh, natuurlijk. Oh. Bij het begin... Oh, dat wist ik niet. Dat, is goed. Nou, boeien.
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes.
Nee,
What
jij ook
happened
niet.
to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together. Are you following?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them. And then we'll discuss what comes next.
Primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
Oh, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go.
Hey, Doc.
All set.
They weren't kidding.
Unit, you can
really
return
are
to duty.
here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water, and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it. Thanks again.
Of course.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that. We're all looking forward to working with you.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Gon' make it go dance Michael Jackson. Niggas is mad 'cause the paper I'm stacking. It's getting real messy, think I need a nap. So that boy Malik can't go ahead and make it. I'm not a crib, but I get cracked. If I see a hoe, I'ma pull her back. Look at your boy, you know that plan for chase. I'm sounding like Don, need no reparation. Me and my bros going up the hill. Like Quavo, I can't just say that we made it. Come and say to me 'cause I say I'm good. Sorry bro, I ain't try to steal a flow. I'm fortune in real life, I stand on my money, I'm for hustle. Your husband told me can't wait till we find. I stick to your hoes just like she's some fine. No king bomb, but niggas.
Oh, damn.
She's been there for like 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for
fun. Excuse me, Doctor? Ah, it's you. Here then. Yes, yes. I know who you are. You called. Well, I'm sure Father's very happy to be here. I do love this intellect. Well, that's insulting. I'm sorry. Not my hand. There's just quite a bit going on right now, and more arrivals on potential to before I forget, let me see that pip book. I've been told to install a courser chip. You're to be given full access with the ability to relay in and out of the institute. Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy. Given that the relay is the only way to access the institute, handy is something of interesting. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really can't do that. I'd like a progress report on this organization, if you don't mind. Taking the new equipment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off the projects, child son, to focus on phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I stand heavily on you. Excuse me, Doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that with a monochrome base. Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma reactors.
Lady going down from the roof, taking the way to the dark.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Thank you. Close and pushing the work, bro. Man, trying down to be the take away to the dark side. Yes, man. Lady, come down to the west side, take away to the dark side.
Expand our operations.
I love you.
He's eager.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holden, head of the bioscience. Remarkable. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
Hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care? I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Sure. You won't find better men.
Most men lack the patience to observe and document.
Dr. Holdren's Gorilla Project is showing promising results. Mankind redefined. It's catchy, isn't it?
I can't imagine.
Hi.
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
Hello.
Hey.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Hi.
Good to see you. Feeling well today? Scanning. Subject identified.
Doctor?
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you come to think of the Institute as your home.
It'll take some time, but I could learn to like it here.
I'm so glad to hear you say so. And promise I'll work hard to make sure that you do. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Excuse me.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. Constant vigilance is vital to preventing synth escapes.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people. Doc?
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions. It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population of the surface.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? That's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly substitute, trained in combat, infiltration, tracking. In a word, Coursers are ace. But I gather you know Ace. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's
Ha!
rare, but faults
Kolla
get
på
ignored.
överbetonteringskök, man.
I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like...
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
report, ma'am.
Son?
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Where's die courser dan?
What did we learn today? If someone's following you, say yes to the TikToker that comes up to you randomly to buy you something. Anything else? Follow Kayla Oakley on social media. Excuse me, what's your battery percentage?
I'm not gonna make this easy for you. Hostile vaporize.
Mannen haten de instituut, maar gebruiken wel hun wapens. Rome 1 is erg halen. Wat? Daar raak ik hem wel. Run. Wait. Run. Push the fire.
Calm down.
Yes, you do. Uh-oh. Dat is goed. Today.
Hey.
All right.
Over here.
No problem.
Wait there.
Roger. Holding position.
Come on.
Got it. Stalked.
Hey, fuck. What? I'm kidding with you. Yeah. What?
All these diamonds in my body, bitch. Yeah, that's how I sound when I hit. Hands on the floor, hands go.
getting confiscated.
God, how many times do I have to say it? I don't care who you date. We broke up. Ask about any girl you want. See, I said you should have just asked out Meredith. Meredith!
Jade?
Oh, I knew it. I knew it 2 years ago when you were in that awful play with her.
I think I wrote that play.
And Meredith was always like,
I am a lost boy, never land, usually hanging out
with
Peter Pan. Remember ball we play in the woods, always on the run. Catching her. Look, chasing money, have to get that bag. I've been checking my phone connection, that's shaky, man. I got that lag, man. I do been preying at instant previews. It's funny, man. That shit's so bad. Just chill, man, and be yourself. You ain't that guy, no, you ain't that lad. 17 and I have that dream. I'ma chase my goals and I make it happen. You said you don't believe in me. It's cool, it's calm. I know you're cap, it's cap. Home alone trying to make this bread. Legally, I don't need no trap, no trap. 99 plus on a notice. I don't even know what's happening. Look, I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. Remember before we play, always on the run.
I feel so alone, man. I feel so lost, so low. When you walk back and talk, you speak on my name, then I move like just focus on myself, cause you know it's a must. Telling me I can't do this or that. Did my own thing, now look where I'm at. No breaks, fuck a Kit Kat. Let it spin back, refresh the moment like a tic tac. Just coming straight flows on shows. When I'm overseas, the fun just grows. I'm a good Jew, but I can switch up. You don't wanna see me juxtapose. Going to school, they laughed at my clothes. Look at me now, got a bang on my toes. I made it. I suppose I'll be shutting shit down. Case closed.
I am a lost boy from
It's okay, girl.
Usually hanging out with Peter Pan.
Stop right there.
Remember before we played in the woods, always on the run from cats and hood. I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. Remember before we played in the woods, always on the run from cats and hood.
Uvaram u teniske boje. Za ovo pravi boje. Zoals staat hier ook weer. He's hanging out with Peter Pan and the whole
play in the woods. I was on the one farm. Okay, good. Oh, sorry. Eieren kapot poetsen.
Recommend play my song on the radio. You too busy trying to find that blue eyes. I let my black hair grow and my weed, and I sweat too much on the radio. We gon' let them hits fly, we gon' let it go. If it ain't next so then it gotta go. I just won a new award for the kid show. Talking about a face, coming off a bag of blow. I'm like, goddamn bitch, I am not a teen choice. Goddamn bitch, I am not a bleach boy. Quick thing, make a nigga understand now. Got that Hannibal, silence of the Lambo.
Sent to alert. Anomaly detected.
All my niggas blew up like a propane. All these R&B niggas be so lame. Got a sweet Asian chick, she gon' low man.
Fuck him. Fuck him. That's this cool. Go fuck him. Puso. Okay. Kijk wat er wel over is.
Sipping on that OG, holding my trophies, rolling to my low feed. I'ma keep on singing while I'm burning up that OG. All my niggas get it, they make money on the low. Wrap a chain around their neck, making sure I'm get up home. When I travel around the globe, make a couple more show. And I come back to my city, I fuck everything I know. Used to walk around with a side, trying to mattress on the floor. Like my shit good, all day, trying to lose weight. Like good sex, so sweat it out. All top bed springs, we'll wear it out. I ain't gotta tell you, cause you know it. Every time you try to forget who I am, I'll be right there to remind you again. You know me.
Right here, right here.
Shakes on, don't you break down. Break down, big girl, break down. Break down, don't you break down. Break down, big girl, shakes on, fuck down, don't you break down. Break down, big girl, what you work on. Work on, fuck down, don't you hurt down. Hurt down, and you know me. And you know me. You know me.
Fatima.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I thought I heard something.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Paladin Dance.
What's up?
Negative contact. Hostile utilizing stealth tactics.
I'm a catchy street, still in Stevie there, I'm full, so stuck in the booth. Still not checking to see my food, cute team, big fat opposite of food. I'm not here to chat about star signs, I'm trying to catch his vibe with the mood. I'm texting bro like bro, she did 10 out of 10, these feelings on me. Deep down, these feelings are different. This girl was different. I swear there's a difference. She
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, and I told her to listen.
Designation
Don't get caught in the prison system. It's all about dogs on winning. Baby girl, you got my back. Mad, don't
Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
This thing looks in the wrong way. Putting it down.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, man.
Hey.
You point?
Yes.
We should go our separate ways.
I'm not going to lie to you. I think this is a foolish decision. But it's yours to make. Come back alive, soldier.
Hi.
We should keep moving.
What the fuck? Waarom ben je zo dik? Mag mijn leuke wapen. Alien blaster pistol.
Lately I've been ghosting, getting my bread up, I nearly forgot I could rap. It's 4 AM right now, I had no sleep on my way trying to write me a track. And bro, really should have kicked ball like Foden, but he's OT, serving crap. Never had tea, swear no cap, but just trying to move on from the council flats. I've been living 2 lives at Hannah. Bro, still stuck in a dusty trap, gonna glitz and glamour. I ain't tryna die young like Roddy, so Brody, I might bang your hammer. They might take my life, so I gotta watch out when I step in a manner. I nearly forgot I'm a rapper. Life been sweet with a reason, hell broken, heartbroken on numerous occasions. He fell in love with the dots and shows. Let me tell you a fact, anytime that he's ever been cuffed, he was sitting in cells. He can never put faith in those, he'd rather get thrown in jail. He'd rather get thrown in jail. Life been sweet with a reason, hell broken, heartbroken on numerous occasions. He fell in love with the dots and shows. Let me tell you a fact, anytime that he's ever been cuffed, he was sitting in cells. He can never put faith in those, he'd rather get thrown in jail. He'd rather get thrown in jail. I'm in a position to clear my mind, pushing out all of my pain into rhymes. I've allowed myself to get hurt, bro, said that I'm way too kind. And lately I've been battling myself, it's peace that I pray I find. My would have cried if I ever went also. I ain't never been on no county line, I was broken breath. Never had breaths, I ain't tryna go back to the old me. I put my life in the life, my slam. There's so much
Securing us, huh? Show your face! Ah, I dare you!
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary violence.
Well,
Het
you
zei dat
might
niet.
not be alone.
Oh, fucking hell.
Violence might be inevitable. That's all.
God, bijna van mijn stoel,
Ready
man.
when you are.
Kutzooi.
Bingo.
Watching me.
How can I bless you? My ex breaking apart, but I gotta hold my legs.
Big Sean on the beat, by the way.
I don't wanna die.
I don't wanna die, yo. So I still that shit, still on that shit. Fuck 2 times 6. Forgot who I was. Let me talk my shit.
Stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs.
Gabriel, you aren't who you think you are. You're a synth, and we're here to take you home.
Synth?
the hell are you talking about? I remember my whole life. I know where I grew up and who my parents were. Explain that to me.
B592 initialize factory reset. Authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Gabriel, can you hear me? Take her out!
Gracious, dude. Why don't you still not do you want to play? What the fuck, man?
This is Class 6 ready to relay with reclaim synth B592.
If I go over and follow my lead, I still make it hot like 100 degrees. Show my love cause it's hard to receive. You see what I see, then you probably agree. Cause around I'm playing it deep, and mama told me not to play in the streets. There's some ladies I'm playing for keeps. I don't wanna die young. I don't wanna die young.
Careful.
I'm glad to see you return, Skate. I know the task is difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Gabriel and his gang are sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies. I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done. You've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Boy.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
You're all useless. I'll figure out what happened. In the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Spend enough time here, and you'll be sick to death of the word synth. I certainly am.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
Oh, wow.
Your new quarters are here, ma'am.
Oh, wow.
When you're finished here, ma'am, Father wants to see you.
Hi. Isn't it wonderful here?
Well, hello.
My mommy says your father's mommy, but he looks so much older than you.
Hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I'd teach the guy a lesson. Make sure he never does it again.
Using physical force is never my first choice, but there are times when it becomes necessary. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. And they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They're crazy, thinking machines are alive.
Agreed. However noble they may believe themselves to be, they are thieves. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached a point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Hey, I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
bring you back to me. Oh, let's never break up. I guess you heard that song. In my head, you say that I'm dying to forget. I bit the bullet for you, for you. I wrote a song to many places, so I hope you know that I've been thinking about you. Oh, thinking about you. And it's not far away, yeah. Listen to the beating of your heart sound, heart sound. And it's not far away, yeah. Listen to the beating of your heart sound, sound. There's a question that I'll never ask. No, I know I'm really feeling bad. Hesitation, hesitation. Oh, gotta know. I've been a mess since I met you. Stuck in the holding on.
Nee, doe het toch niet.
Des scènes de violence quotidiennes dans la rue se déroulent en plein Paris dans le 18e arrondissement. Le quartier de la Chapelle est à la contrebande de cigarettes, aux voleurs, avec l'arrivée des fouilles et des œuvres qui passent leur journée au pilote du trafic.
Tengo solo una mentali, oh, gli sparo, mi spara, tengo solo di legali, io imparo, lui impara, tengo solo una mentali, oh, gli sparo, mi spara, vivo solo di legali, io imparo, lui impara, da bimbo il mio giocattolo preferito era una pistola giocattolo, ora gioco ma fra ogni vostro lo calcolo, quanti anni sono l'avvocato del diavolo.
Covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
Hey, I'm gonna need some of your grenades. Hand them over.
Very well. Our targets are being sheltered by a man named Stockton.
Dankjewel, ik heb ze niet
Limited
eens
backup
nodig.
will be available
Ha!
to us. Use these only if
Ik wil
necessary.
gewoon de XP
Here are the recall
krijgen.
codes. Follow me. SRB intelligence reports indicate that our position
Wacht even.
tenere d'occhio, frada, stare attento al numero uno, trovatemene uno, chi mi sta sopra lo metto sotto, tu sei sicuro, chi mi sta avanti lo lascio avanti, lo metto in culo, chi mi sta dietro rimane dietro senza futuro. Sono il numero uno, mica il numero due, e se c'è un qualcuno a testa a testa nella rue, ho una 921 pronta a flash per voi due, non fa come la guerra, non funzionano le tue. Tengo tengo solo una mentali. Ho gli sparo, mi spara, vivo solo di illegali. Io imparo, lui impara, tengo solo una mentali. Ho gli sparo, mi spara, vivo solo di illegali. Io imparo, lui impara.
Бухое гранат. Бухое гранат гранат.
I will limit the pain I inflict, if possible.
Yes.
Meg.
You drive me crazy, shorty. I need to see you and feel you next to me. I provide everything you need. Let you smile, I don't want to see you cry. That's a question that I gotta ask, and I hope you can come up with the answers, baby. Girl, it's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me, girl? It's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me? If I fell off tomorrow, would you still love me? If I didn't smell so good, would you still hug me? If I got locked up, since it's still 4th century, can I count on you to be there to support me mentally? If I went back to a rookie for my bands, would you poof and disappear? Like some of my friends, if I was sick and I was hurt, would you be by my side? If it was time to put in work, would you be down to ride? I get out and kill a nigga, pack, chill and drive. I'm asking questions to find out how you feel inside. If I ain't back, cause I flip burgers at Burger King, would you be ashamed to tell your friends you feeling me? In the bed, if I use my tongue, would you like that? If I really get love, would you like that? You don't like that? We can go do what you like, I know you like that. Trying to figure how you got them James. If I was down, would you say things to make me smile? I treat you how you want to be treated, just teach me how. If I was with some other chick, someone else to see. When you asked me about it, I said it wasn't me. Would you believe it? I keep it out hard, that's what it takes. We only humans, girl, we make mistakes. I can make it all right with that they say. I love you, that's the captain, that's me. Say I got the energy,
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours, let me go.
I'ma have you do what you can.
F633. Initiate reset. Authorization code Delta 62 Arcus. Alright then. C322. Initiate reset. Authorization code Gamma 49 Typhoon. No sudden moves.
Please, no.
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest. You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
B257, initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 Stratus.
Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated. I will relay the synths back to the Institute. Report to Father upon your return.
You the only father that I ever knew. My bitch pregnant, I'ma be a better you. Prophecies that I made way back in the fair. For fair. Listen, even back when we was broke like King L. Martin Luther King would have been on Dreamville. Talk to him.
One time for my LA sisters. One time for my LA hoes. Late and little difference. One time for anyone knows who save her. She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. I'm here right now. No moment to speak up.
Searching through my memory, I couldn't find
one.
Last night I was getting my feet rubbed by the baddest bitch. Not Trina, but I swear to God, this bitch will make you call your girl up and tell her, hey, what's good? Sorry, I'm never coming home, I'ma stay for good. Then hang the phone up and proceed to lay the wood. I came fast like 911 in white neighborhoods. Ain't got no shame about it. She think I'm spoiled and I'm rich cause I can have any bitch. I got defensive and said, nah, I was the same without it. But then I thought back to a better me. Before I was a B-list celebrity, before I started calling bitches so heavily. Back when you could get a platinum plaque without no melody, you wasn't sweating me. One time for my LA sisters, one time for my LA hoes. Lame niggas can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows. Don't save her, she don't wanna be saved. 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 I want a real love, dark skinned and Viv love. That Jada in that weird love. That leave a toothbrush at your crib, love. And you ain't gotta wonder whether that's your kid, love. Nigga, I don't want no bitch from reality shows. Out of touch with reality hoes. Out in Hollywood, bringing back 5 or 6 hoes. Fuck them, then we kick them to the door, nigga. You know how it goes. She deserved that. She a bird, it's a bird trap. You think if I didn't rap, she would flirt back. Taking off her skirt, let her wear my shirt before she leave. I'ma need my shirt back. Nigga, you know how it goes. One time for my LA sisters. One time for my LA hoes. Lame niggas can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another
I can't get fooled again.
Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, they put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, load the chopper, let it rain on you. Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, they put the blame on you.
Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, load the chopper, let it rain on you.
My only regret was too young for me to relate. My only regret was too young for me to alone. Now I'm left with his hoes from reality shows. Hand her a script, the bitch probably couldn't read alone. My only regret was too young for Shawty to do. My only regret could never take Aaliyah home. Now all I'm left with is hoes up in Greystone. With the stale face cause they know it's they song. She shallow with the pussy, she shallow. She shallow. She shallow with the pussy, she shallow. She shallow. She shallow with the pussy, she shallow. She shallow. She shallow with the pussy, she shallow.
She shallow.
Don't save her. She don't wanna be
saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her.
She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved.
Ain't nothing.
so long.
I know my ass will remember these bitches wanna fuck. I'ma do one to fuck. I don't fuck with no thought hoes. You mean bitch, I'm fucking on bitch, still breaking love cause she went. Cause she wanna get busy. I told that bitch I'm not singing. MCM at my waist, what the fuck is she tripping from? Just like the bitch said you know where she's from. Trying to tell to the worst she is done. Fuck your bitch just for fun. I really ain't shit. I got her staring at the sun. Hey, pulling pedals. She saying that you love me not. Dumbass bitch, I ain't tripping over any god. Me and 22 will knock you over with the block. But fans and egos and time is running off in the clock like.
That bitch and she from Chinatown. Hop in the whip, spit out fast as your rounds. Smoking on gas and I be serving on the pounds. Give me sipping a Henny, another 40 going down like strapped up. always got my chopstick. That's how we super, but I don't need a sidekick. That's that sidekick show, bitch. Shawty sucking on my dick. Got my phone on the street, you ain't even hit the click. Bad bitch, and she from Chinatown. Chicken the whip, spit out fast, Dodger Browns. Smoke on my gas, and I'll be 700 pounds. Give me sipping the honey, another 40 going down. Like, strapped up, always got my chopstick. That's how we super, but I don't need a sidekick. That's that sidekick show, bitch. Shawty sucking on my dick. Got my finger on the street, you ain't even hit the click.
Baby.
It's Crossfinger, baby.
Love and lust, the dangerous game, but I'ma just keep on grinding. I feel like we're going around in circles, but I wanna keep on hiding. Eating away to hide all this pain, I put it all back in my writing. You make mistakes, but I'm to blame. Why do you wanna keep on lying? Love and lust, the dangerous game, but I'ma just keep on grinding. I feel like we're going around in circles, why do you wanna keep on hiding? Eating away to hide all this pain, I put it all back in my writing. You make mistakes, but I'm to blame. Why do you wanna keep on lying? In this life we live, people come and go, it's part of the human nature. I don't wanna open up just yet, I'm scared you're fucking player. They don't wanna see me winning this life, it's calm, I'ma keep on winning. The smile on my face when I see the fish, they ain't never gonna catch me slipping. I've been making that money, he ain't rating me, but he's for your blues. Working hard, I put in the effort, my dad seeing myself improve. I'm trying to make mumsy proud, I told you before when I say it again. I'ma buy that house for big sis too, man, I've had that dream since 10. You ain't ever felt pain like I feel right now, if you said that you have, that's cap. You ain't ever felt love from a gorgeous villain, she lying, you're in her trap. You ain't ever been told at the age of 12 you ain't making it far in life. What about the closest friends you've lost at the hands of a fucking nurse? I've been trying to know peace and freedom, escaping this world and I mean it. Left is a riddle, I cannot perceive it. Have a go and I know I'll achieve it. Making rats and they cannot believe it. Funny, when I was making it to nothing, they didn't want me, that's some me shit. I won't let them ruin my dream. Creme de la creme and I'm leading the team. Wanted this shit from A16, gonna shape the world, be a better me. I won't let them ruin my dream. Creme de la creme and I'm leading the team. Wanted this shit from A16, gonna shape the world, be a better me. Love and lust, the dangerous game, but I'ma just keep on grinding. I feel like we're going around in circles, why do you wanna keep on hiding? Eating away to hide all this pain, I put it all back in my writing. You make mistakes, but I'm to blame. Why do you wanna keep on lying? Love and lust, the dangerous game, but I'ma just keep on grinding.
Let me through. I'm on important military business.
Analyzing vocal patterns. Confidence interval 60%. You may pass.
Fixing it all right now. Holy
aquí. Gracias, bro.
Tutto il comando che segue il mio passo. Captato, passo all'indietro perché sento il tanfo di chi la cultura non ha mai studiato. Correre cosa se non l'hai mai fatto? Hai captato, c'è una mossa è meglio che l'attacco. Perdo mai tempo, non sono mai stanco. Risuono dentro il mio barrio come faccia fissa in una vuvuzela. Non conteniamo lo swag abbia massima resa. Una pitta Birkin, mica da chissà. Mi fa male alla vista, un pochino a parer mio se la tira. Con una così vorrei farci famiglia. Chiama Gabriele Gabbana, Costanza, Pastero di sghiaccia di spingia caos. Domenica a pranzo in mezzo alle sue cosce. 8 chili di nacio per la colazione. Ho novità buone, seguono il passo. Vaso adelante so che l'hai captato. Alzo la mano per andare in bagno. La suono come un clacson. Tutto il comando che segue il mio passo. Captato, passo all'indietro perché sento il tanfo di chi la cultura non ha mai studiato. Correre cosa se non l'hai mai fatto? Hai captato, le piace la mossa è meglio che l'acchiappo. Perdo mai tempo, non sono mai stanco. È meglio girare a largo, la prende la slango. Una scarpa slacciata va giù a sculaccio. Faccio gli esercizi mattutini al parco. Mi salva Geronimo, ogni volta penso fa un balzo e la schiaccio. Con i Ciana, già Shilling, siamo tutti amici. Pure se li vedo di rado. Mississippi, ho in mano anticipato. Ecco da sempre che non mi sguardo. Scopre il mio packaging, grippa come Marilyn. Se tu ti offendi forse fai già prima, non chiedermi. Ama gli strani, 10.000 rimedi, ma i balaschi a fianco sono sempre gli stessi. Ho tutto il comando che segue il mio passo. Captato, passo all'indietro perché sento il tanfo di chi la cultura non ha mai studiato. Correre cosa se non l'hai mai fatto? Hai captato, le piace la mossa è meglio che l'acchiappo. Perdo mai tempo, non sono mai stanco.
Vamos a ver.
In the west, racking up on my bread, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla, too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt, girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her, hey, I'm thinking I should've rest, all night long, she putting me to the test, got a lot on, I'm trying to take out the rest, couldn't know my lines, I sent them but the best, hey girl, the cutest that I see, so bad I'm not using my Visine, gotta get it lightly on, and I'm a lysine, so beautiful like in my dreams, hey boo, I learned that you, not rude, I'm just trying to be your dude. So what I gotta do is just see how that ass move. So beautiful, sorry to be cruel. Yo B, I'm making the next move. And no me, I'm nothing but just smooth. Those seats, I'm setting the right mood. All these other rappers, they talking, they just fool. Hey, I'm talking to just you. You talking to one dude. You rockin' with one dude. And if I get it right, then I'll turn off the lights soon. Hey girl, you wanna be my world? Get shower, diamonds and some pearls. Not trying to make you my night girl. I'ma treat you right like I'm a night girl. Hey fam, I'm trying to be your man. Me talking to you, it's God's plan. No, I don't want him a nice stand. Take you around the world, just grab my right hand.
To the devil, there comes. Said to the devil, do you like some? Do you like cigarettes? I don't know some. Sit on the sun, I'm hungry. It's Christmas. Some days I know when I need a few friends. Now and again, I can never hope to keep them. Thought to get friends, what I thought that they wanted. Never had they needed. A good friend is happen. Don't give me this, not friends to attempt you, cause all you ever done is to send me off to the top with the necklace and reckless. It fell into hell. We both ain't got nothing to do but scratch pigs. I grab it and went like far.
Son,
I grab it and went like.
In all my years, I never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out?
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. It's remarkable. There are greater things to come after your success in the bunker here. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I'm glad you see it that way. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course. But they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
That rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Sean?
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further.
Oh, there's a clean floor. An official reception. Malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make...
Hi, Doc.
Sir.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
I don't see any harm in robots helping out.
Robots helping out? You make it sound so tame, so harmless. If that's all it were, I'd agree. What's being planned here is much more than that. I'm talking about synths replacing human beings. You've just arrived, so perhaps it isn't apparent to you yet. But in time, you'll see what I mean. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I have no idea what that is.
I'll admit I'm relieved. It's intended to be something of a classified project, which I'm sure means everyone already knows about it. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important step.
That's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What? Can't
Please,
be serious.
everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Why would you joke about this? It isn't funny.
Were it a joke, I'd agree it's in poor form. But I'm afraid it's not. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Still searching for love and I'm trying. Man, I look too hard when I search for a girl. I've been looking for her, but never look for myself. Man, it fucks with my health. Still trying to play the game of life with these cards I was dealt.
Our advances will, in time, change the world.
I don't really know, but I'm still on the low, so I still put my pain up inside these notes.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
Allie.
Hey, what do you need?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
I often wonder what the Institute's founders would think of our accomplishments.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
The Institute's complete. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Ga je nu al met slijmen?
Dr. Fillmore.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.
You're going? That complicates things.
Not really, no. I admit I'm not fond of going up top, but I promise to stay out of your way. This device we're after, it's very sensitive equipment, and it's pretty damn old. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I trust myself more. So, are you going to put up a stink, or can we get moving?
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Got it. Dr. Fillmore.
Let's hope the Brotherhood hasn't beaten us to the agitator.
That's
Call a verse
I'm in. That ought to do it. Elevator ought to have power again.
Where's the lift?
Going down.
Sweet.
Front deck drawn, on duty, and serve.
Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels of almost not a chance.
MC, make another hit.
Project, X.
Initiating decontamination Security alert to the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated.
Hey.
Like I said, you're stuck. I don't like opening much. You want to talk all night about my past and stuff, but because of my past, I can't. Is it love or a crush? Would you like to leave once my life gets rough? Would you like to leave once my life gets tough? See, let's take our time, no need for a rush. Don't worry about these other girls. I told you my 100% all yours. Late night trips up on the last train. I'm like, cool, you want and I'm right out your door. Can't lie, what we've got is different. Between us, night never feels forced. She's a 10 out of 10 class in polite. I can't ask for more.
Just don't know when they're beaten, do they? I'll help the synth buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Sounds like those raiders at the Bertalia
Hold on.
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune. Dr. Fillmore, I think that was enough excitement for a while. Ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
It's my sister's first weekend since she started high school, and she's treating it like a whole summer vacation. But it's Sunday, so let's go remind her she has school tomorrow. Look at the children. Oh yes, the weekend. It's Sunday. So it's tomorrow's Monday at school. Where are you going? Are you sick of this? It's my sister's birthday.
If you go to IKEA and buy a flat pack table and put it in front of a quitter, you will never have a table. They'll look at it and they'll quit. Quitters can have every single advantage. Quitters can have all the information. Quitters can have someone who messages them every morning, hey bro, let's get it. And guess what they're gonna do at the end? Quit. I can't stand quitters. If you go to IKEA and buy a flat pack table and put it in front of a quitter, you will never have a table. They'll look at it and they'll quit. Quitters can have every single advantage. Quitters can have all the information. Quitters can have someone who messages them every morning, hey bro, let's get it. And guess what they're gonna do at the end? Quit. I can't stand quitters. If you go to IKEA and buy a flat pack table and put it in front of a quitter, you will never have a table. They'll look.
Smoking gas in my pockets never eat. I'm in sun fast and it's probably AMG. Fear no man, I know everybody bleed. Stuck up in my ways, I'm a different type of breed. I'm the wave, I hope everybody see. Ocean on my neck, I pull up smoking like the weed.
He was probably scheduled for routine
famous. She think I made it.
I wouldn't worry.
That's the reason when I pull up, she be naked. She won't throw it to me. Never take it. My pockets full of dead niggas' faces. Never take it.
Sticking to the regimen.
Love that nigga. I had basketball dreams. I hit the block and shot a different type of three. Say they love me, I don't know what that means. Started balling like bitches playing D. Smoking gas on my pockets never eat. I'm a sun fast and it's probably AMG.
Mass fusion.
Fear no man, I know everybody bleed. Stuck up in my ways, I'm a different type of breed.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. Would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future. We must focus on the present. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Whatever it is, I can take care of it.
I certainly hope so. While you were working with Dr. Fillmore, a small team was dispatched elsewhere in the Commonwealth. Dr. Thompson was tasked with inviting someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute.
Sounds simple enough.
It was supposed to be, yes. There was no indication that this would be a problem. But the arrival of the team was an unwelcome surprise to Mr. Wallace. Somewhere along the way, he must have realized we'd been monitoring him from a distance. He called in mercenaries to defend him. I'm sure there's nothing we can't handle. Ensure the safety of the team and Mr. Wallace, and see that they all arrive back here safely. I'll be waiting.
I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something.
Ya, itu kan keer.